Alright, everybody, welcome back to Tankin' with Tack. We're back in the Aufklarungspanzer Panther, what must be one of my favorite vehicles, apparently. Kind of the funny thing is I keep uploading these, right? And, I know I've gotten a lot more, like, mastery badges than I have uploaded. And I think it's just because of games like this, where I have what looks like on paper a really good game, and I lose. Spoiler alert, I lose this game. Here you get to kind of see what I like to do with most light tanks. Particularly on this map, I like to go out to these bushes if I'm spawning on the east side of the map. And it's a much better idea with a tank that isn't the size of a planet. So, in this case, we're in the Aufklarungspanzer Panther. We've lost a whole bunch of games before this, so I'm actually probably playing like an idiot a little bit because I'm getting frustrated. That's why I'm taking shots from these bushes. Usually I won't take shots from the bushes unless I'm in an E7 or an E25, in which case it's, I mean, nobody's gonna see anyway. You can't even tell why you miss some of these things, but, you know, whatever. Just trying to support the team, you know, so they don't go down 0-2. Which will probably become 0-3 and 0-4 here in a second. It's hard to say. But, I mean, if I wasn't shooting, I wouldn't get spotted. I think I'm probably going to get spotted here in a second. After I take a shot at this guy. Clearly, I thought he was going to continue to go straight forward, but alas. Now we're going to run away. Lose our spot. We've already lost our spot actually, but I notice as I'm doing this maneuver that our south side has completely collapsed. They are truly the White Sox of flanks, and now I'm gonna have to run back towards the base, and the light tank's gonna have to do it. Track this guy, and of course in this kind of vehicle, why wouldn't you ram something? As you can see there, we've got a couple of people who are interested in the base. This is kind of like a really bad place to be as a light tank for a lot of obvious reasons. But we are top tier, and there's only a couple of top tier tanks on each side. That's the new Adler. I would highly suggest not purchasing that tank. It's basically the 4502A with a terrible turret and a little bit less armor. I realize I'm switching over to ACPR here. I know. I'm paying for this win, which turns out to be a loss. But honestly, if I'm shooting a light tank gun at what should be what I suppose are charging heavy tanks, and I have to do this seems like not the worst play in the world. I could probably get through the front of an M6 about 60% of the time with my standard shells, but instead I abused the system. I'm just trying to move a little bit forward and back here so that he doesn't successfully aim at my turret. I got that big kaleidoscope on the top. And now I'm kind of wondering, it's 13-5. Who's on my team? And it's the only other tier 7 tank on my team, so I'm thinking, well, you know, If this was going to happen, this would be the best of all possible circumstances. I'm a little bit surprised that I wasn't more aggressively scouted out here. Take a quick kill there. And this is just really bad on this KV-85's part. Alright, he successfully evaded death and drove right back into it. Just a pot shot that got lucky. And that's kind of why I was getting frustrated earlier, because I had been on the opposite side of quite a few of those when an ISU 152 snapshots you at 400 meters and pens you over the top of a hill. It kind of messes with your mind a little bit. But our plan is to come over here. It's usually a good idea if you're down a whole bunch of tanks to keep moving so that people can't swarm on you. I'm moving to this point because I don't think that the artillery can hit me very well, and I expect that there's going to be a couple of light or medium tanks coming from the north. Not disappointed. You got a couple of light tanks here. Bounce a shot. Miss a shot. Maybe bounce it. Who knows? One down. Very brave person. Look at this. I don't think he understands how much this tank weighs. And then, of course, we are not quite as safe from the artillery as we thought. So, all in all, you know, a pretty decent game. But what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Mastery badge. These are the mastery badges that I don't usually upload, where I do a lot of damage and lose. Who cares about the victims? I will see you on the next one. Hopefully you've enjoyed that. See you guys.